the 2K Sports pregame show, sponsored by Kia.
Hello, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to 2K Sports. Always a pleasure, and I mean that, to be here with Kenny and Shaq. And coming right up, we'll see the Oklahoma City Thunder playing against the Charlotte Hornets. Checking out the Hornets, both these teams excited about the matchup, feeling confident that they can prevail. We will see shortly how those aspirations pan out. And the Thunder are now in the Billy Donovan era of their franchise. The former college coach was their pick to take them to where they want to be. Kenny, what does Coach Donovan bring to the table?
Well, even though this is his formidable years in the NBA, just forming what he's going to be, he is a veteran coach. He's been coaching all of his life. I've known him since he was a young kid in Rockville Center, where he was shooting up balls for St. Agnes High School, and we were killing him at Archbishop Malloy. But Billy Donovan knows what he's doing because he always, Shaq, has the game plan in order.
Not only that, you like that he had success at high levels in college. He knows what it takes to win it all in college. He gets up the system, he gets the most out of his talent. I wish his coach very well.
And that's a wrap for now. Thanks for joining us. We will see you sometime soon.
Let's meet your Oklahoma City Thunder starting lineup. Starting at shooting guard, 6 feet 7 inches, number 21. Starting at power forward, 6 feet 10 inches, number 7, Asa Lucas. At the other guard position, 6 feet 4 inches, number 5, Hector Oladipo. At the center position, 7 feet, number 12, Steve Adams. And at guard, 6'3" from UCLA, number 0, Russell Westbrook. Ladies and gentlemen, your Oklahoma City Thunder.
It's an interconference contest here in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, as the Thunder play one at home. A time-honored tradition, the NBA on 2K Sports, Sunday night hoops action. Delighted to have all of you with us here tonight. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony as well as Brent Barry. And we'll be catching up a bit from the sideline with David Aldridge. And so off the tip, it's Oklahoma City. Oladipo for 3. Hornets with the rebound. So let's take a look at the Charlotte starting lineup. Batum teams up with Kid Gilchrist on the perimeter. Zeller is out there with Williams. And it's Walker in at the point guard position. Now here's Williams. The three-pointer, no good. Westbrook passes to Ilyasova. He gets that one. Ilyasova's got the opening basket of the game for the Thunder. And Donovan, coming in from college, definitely had a bit of a learning curve, as all coaches who make the jump have. But, Brent, overall, he wasn't afraid to learn on the fly.
I think he really did a great job of setting up what last year represented in his first year by getting together with a lot of the members of the Oklahoma City Thunder team. In fact, I went to an open gym in the summer of 2015, and I saw 12 Oklahoma City Thunder players working out in the summertime with Billy Donovan and his staff. That's a great way to get started.
No good on the second free throw.
Well, watch Robertson play, and you'll see why it is that he's respected amongst his teammates. Great length with his arms, can guard the 1 through 4 position, and blends size and speed. The only thing that you'd like to see is him improve his consistency from the three-point line.
Now here's Walker. Here's Kid Gilchrist. And Roberson pulls it down.
Really shocking he didn't take advantage of that golden opportunity there. He needs to be much better in that situation.
That's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
That's how you draw it up. Each guy doing his part. Beautiful fast break.
Thinking a bit more about Roberson and his defense, he can do it all from jumping a passing lane to sending a shot into the third row.
Yeah, so really for him, it's all about timing. Very smart in the way he lines up to block shots and a good sense of knowing when to jump in and help off the ball.
Here's Oladipo. Michael Kidd Gilchrist making his last shot. And Oladipo kicks to Ilyasova. 9 feet out. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Adams has got his first basket.
You could classify Adams' postgame as raw, but the energy and aggression he plays with almost every game, that's where he hangs his hat.
Walker goes in. Westbrook with the steal. And now the fast break. Westbrook with the ball, and they pick up 2.
You know what? He wasn't going to wait around for any help on that break.
No reason to wait. That was all his from the get-go.
Now here's Walker. Left side Williams. Soft touch off the glass.
And that's what he does. I mean, he is a bucket getter.
The Thunder leading by 3. Let's send it out to David Aldridge, who caught up with head coach Billy Donovan. David?
Thanks, Kevin. He told me that when you're playing against a team as good as they are inside, you have to stop the easy looks. He said if they can keep them out of the paint, they'll be in good shape to win. We'll see, Kevin. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Here's Roberson. Kicks to Westbrook. Oladipo outside. Back to Westbrook. Shot from 12. Goes back up. Adams' shot is good.
Well, you have to put at least one body on Adams, maybe 2. With his size and relentlessness, he'll light you up on the offensive glass.
Now here's Walker. Up top, Kid Gilchrist. And so many teams now make the pick and roll the real foundation of their offense.
Well, the pick and roll game in the NBA, Kevin, is everything on offense. Whenever a possession breaks down, of course, as the shot clock winds down, you're going to find a ball handler and a screener. And some of the best in the business reside on the West Coast. I think about Chris Paul, and I think about Damian Lillard being able to operate out of those pick and rolls with great effectiveness.
Good examples.
Well, he has more than enough strength to fight through the D and convert that one. I'm surprised he came up short there.
And there's the foul. It goes on Ilyasova. That's his first foul.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
And the Thunder going with a whole new group out there. They swipe it. And the Thunder pushing it up now. Morrow kicks to Singler. Left side Collison. Rebounded by Lamb. Hornets trail by 3. Three-pointer. Hits the three-point bomb. Lamb's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Not a shot the coaches are going to draw up often for him, and he makes it with the defense closing in.
Now here's Payne. He's covered by Sessions. Ramon Sessions with the steal. And now running up the court, Sessions pushing it up. Drains the jumper to finish the break. Sessions has got his first 2 points of the night. The Thunder have gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. Right at the 50% mark. Morrow kicks to Payne. Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession.
I don't know if he just lost sight of the lines on the floor, but he seemed perfectly oblivious to where he was on the court, guys.
Charlotte's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And Sessions kicks to Lamb. And Cantor over to help. Whistle blows. If that's going to be a travel. And 1:01 left to play in the first quarter. Cantor with a screen on Sessions. Payne dishes to Cantor to stop the run. Second chance shot, and they pick up 2.
And it's not a secret. Cantor is a major factor on the offensive glass thanks to his size, strength, and excellent hands.
Now here's Kaminsky looking for his first basket still in this one. And a wide open look for Lamb. The shot's good. Sessions making the play.
And that's what you want to see. Good fundamental sound basketball with the bounce pass.
The dish now to Collison. Singler passes to Collison. There's the triple. Hibbert pulls it in. The Hornets have gone 6 of 9, shooting it well. Now here's Sessions. He feeds it to Hibbert. Pass to Kaminsky. Fade away. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. It's Charlotte. They lead by 2. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Oklahoma City. And Russell Westbrook, a guy who has faced some criticism. Also a guy who is extremely critical of himself.
It's tough, and I'm still learning every night to be able to come out, to know when to score, to know when to pass, to know when to be aggressive, to know when to slow down. It can be tough at times because I want to do so well, and I want my teammates to do so well, and I want to win so bad.
Well, you have to love the competitive attitude, the desire to be great, not just for himself, but for his teammates, too.
And the emphasis on winning. That's why so many people in the league feel that it's just a matter of time before Westbrook puts those finishing touches on his game.
Welcome back, everyone. We're ready to get going again as this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports continues. Players are topped off with Gatorade, hydrated, and ready to get going again as well. And when you consider how Charlotte is doing, guys, what do you think?
It's all about the depth, really. The bench has been the difference. The bench play really has separated these two teams.
And the front offices are always busy looking at that bench, trying to acquire spare parts that can make the difference.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So the Thunder 5 right now. The Stash brothers, Cantor and Adams inside. Russell Westbrook out there with Payne, and it's Singler in at the 3 slot. Marvin Williams is checked in for Kaminsky. No luck that time either.
And for him, that is an ugly trip to the line. Rarely do you see him do that. You always talk about glue guys and guys that do the little things to help their team. Steven Adams is certainly that for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Not a big presence in the box to score. When you watch him play with his team, he's willing to sacrifice his body, set hard screens, and be a presence on the interior.
And thinking again on Adams, the scoring isn't what makes him valuable, Brandon. It's his defense and his solid screen setting.
Well, I think it's his idea that the role that he has is something that he's very comfortable with, and he wants to be successful at doing it. He doesn't hurt the team by getting out of his comfort zone.
That one is off.
Well, Adams has his struggles at the free throw line, but he's making strides in that area and still has work to do.
Oladipo, he's checked in for the Thunder. And he sinks the second.
Surveying the Thunder roster here, and a lot of the players on it were their own draft picks. They've done a great job of identifying some talent late in rounds in the draft. Found a good amount of rotation players even when they were going deep into the playoffs.
Shot by Roberts, no good.
You can't fault him for taking the open look, guys. Just didn't go in for him, but you know, he'll look to shoot that one again.
Kept alive, Cantor. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And the truth is, Cantor is a fairly high percentage shooter inside. Sometimes better in this case to send him to the line.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
finished the season last year around 80% from the stripe.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. And for the Thunder and their draft success, Brent, it's so important as they aren't usually big players in free agency.
Well, that's a tip of the cap you have to give to their general manager to continue to seek out players that are going to complement the team. Just invaluable.
That misses, so he splits the free throw.
Shaking his head moment there. Had a chance to put them out in front, but at least they're tied up.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
The Thunder have gone 2 of 4 at the free throw line.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point. So, Brent, we all know that you come from a huge basketball family. Your dad, Rick, leading the way and in the Hall of Fame, and your brothers all played at various levels. What was it like coming up in a basketball-centric household?
Well, first of all, thanks for the underhanded compliment there. You got that, Kevin? Underhand?
Yeah.
Sorry about
Free
that.
throws, yes. I got it.
It was a lot of fun. Having 2 older brothers and 1 younger was very, very competitive. So maybe some of the sapling from the fruits of that tree dripped into us with regards to playing the game. And just was around it. So it felt very natural to be in the locker room, to be on the gym floor, and then eventually push the potential to see where you could get.
And some pretty good discussions around the family dinner table, I'm sure, in the game.
Some decent ones, but Kevin, we played a lot more wiffle ball, soccer, Nerf football than basketball, and most of those games never ever got to the ending. Too much fighting. Too much
some bloody
fighting.
lips.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
There's a screen by Cantor. And Oladipo kicks to Westbrook. Misses off the left iron.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Pass to Kid Gilchrist. Picked by Williams. The feed now to Batum. Here's Zeller. And so he draws the foul on the shot. Trip to the line to shoot 2.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
Charlotte shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line, about 79% of their free throws.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
And that one falls for Zeller. And the Thunder with some changes. Ilyasova comes in for Adams. And it's Andre Robertson in for Singler. And a switcher also for Charlotte. Kemba Walker's checked in for Brian Roberts. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Oladipo outside. Lets it go from 11. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Westbrook's got it all tied up now for the Thunder. You know, Brent, when you take a look at the fit for Oklahoma City, with Russell Westbrook and Victor Oladipo, that might be the most athletic backcourt tandem in the NBA.
Well, you'd be hard-pressed in the Western Conference to find a backcourt that has this kind of athleticism. McCollum and Lillard in Portland, that's one way to go. Steph and Clay in Golden State, that's another. But sheer athleticism right here in OKC, they may be tops.
Charlotte shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. And that one falls for Zeller. And so Zeller nails both of them. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Westbrook dishes to Cantor. Count it, good. Cantor's got 5 points so far.
A reliable finisher who can score in a multitude of ways. Cantor is a tough cover down low.
Outside, Kid Gilchrist. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Westbrook against Walker. Good work there as it goes. Westbrook's got his 3rd basket of the night.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Outside, Walker. He dishes it to Batum. Back to Walker. 6 to shoot. And Cantor pulls it down.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Here's Westbrook. Again, Oklahoma City.
The chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hornets. And just thinking about the way Cantor's career has gone, a lot of high expectations early, Brent, and a starting job after he moved teams.
And I think that might be a key for Cantor in the role of being a scoring big man off the bench. Really can play to his strength, and he can take advantage of another team's second unit, maybe not ready or equipped to handle what he brings to the table offensively.
A different look for Oklahoma City. Nick Collison's checked in for Enes Kanter. Morrow comes in for Oladipo. And Cameron Payne subbed in for Russell Westbrook. So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Roy Hibbert's checked in for Cody Zeller. Frank Kaminsky comes in for Williams. Bellinelli, he's checked in for Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. And Jeremy Lamb subbed in for Nicholas Batum. Now here's Lamb. 5 points in the game. Shots good by Walker. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, we know that the Thunder hired Billy Donovan as its new head coach. In his 2 decades at the University of Florida, he led them to 2 national titles with players like Al Horford and Joakim Noah. A defensive-minded coach, he's developed into a great offensive mind. Fellas, that's what he's trying to bring to OKC. Moving the floor, as he calls it. Creating space for their great scorers to operate.
Ball movement, player movement. That's where the league is going, D.A. Thanks. Now here's Lamb. The putback. Here's Kaminsky. It's good.
And that putback about as easy a bucket as you're going to get.
And it's a result of the defense not doing its job in the low post, boxing out and preventing second chance points.
Sessions checked in for the Hornets. The Hornets have shot 5 of 8 from the foul line. The free throw drops for Kaminsky. 1:15 left to play here in the half. Collison, good.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Charlotte in the lead. And Lamb kicks to Hibbert. Ramon Sessions on the assist by Hibbert. Sessions has got his second bucket of the game to go.
Yeah, so solid converting at the rim. The defense can't give him that look.
Payne with it. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Roberson the pass to Morrow. Ilyasova dishes to Payne. They set the pick. Just 5 to shoot. Lets it go from deep. Ilyasova can't hit. Charlotte leading by 4.
Not sure if they're aware of the 2-for-1 opportunity.
Well, I'm sure they are. I'll bet we see a quick shot right here.
And it's Hibbert missing.
He's certainly a threat to finish those opportunities with some style and flair, but the defense did a simply outstanding job preventing that from happening.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. And Ilyasova kicks to Payne. No good on the triple. Here's Sessions. Bellinelli for three. That shot missing.
A really good rebound in traffic. That's what the big fella's there for.
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that has been very close so far. Hornets lead by 4. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Coach Steve Clifford. Steve, what's the focus going into the second half?
The big thing is they've got so much offense, and they have so many guys who come in and score. You got to play every possession defensively, and it's got to be every single possession.
Coach, thanks very much for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
I would call that a competitive first half of action. Ernie Johnson here welcoming you back to the 2K Sports Halftime Show with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. The first quarter for the Hornets was fairly even. At the end of the period, they held a 2-point lead. If you look at the second quarter scoring, they had a small edge. They really hung tough as we got close to halftime. Kenny, let's get your take on Charlotte.
Well, their reserves showed up tonight, not just on hustle plays, but in points. And that's what you got to do coming off the bench to maximize your minutes.
And now, Shaq, let's get your opinion on Oklahoma City.
They played some solid team basketball, Arnie. Pretty good. They were sharing the ball. We saw some nice feeds, a lot of movement. It wasn't 5 individuals out there. It was one cohesive unit, and they got the assist to show for it. Their rhythm was nice.
That, sadly, wraps up the halftime show. The third quarter set to begin in just a few. We'll see you right here, though, after the game, so you have that to look forward to.
Kenny had so much more to say.
Welcome back to Oklahoma City, everyone. You can see Chesapeake Energy Arena there in the background as the cars stream down I-40. And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters. Russell Westbrook really making a difference here.
And he just went off in those first 2 quarters, guys. He's capable of doing that on a consistent basis as well. So we might see some changes from a defensive standpoint as they try to disrupt his rhythm in the second half.
There's got to be some consideration that double teams will be sent his way. Of course, that's going to leave someone else wide open.
Brand U1 titles in San Antonio. They led the way, but it seems like nowadays smaller market teams are becoming just as competitive as the ones in big cities.
Well, I think for guys, they understand watching these small market teams over the course of the last 10, even 15 years, seeing the success that the teams are having not only on the floor winning championships, but individually where these players show up. They're showing up in commercials. They've got their shoe deals. So the idea of the mass market has gone away. You can have the same kind of exposure, Kevin, as long as you're on one of those 30 NBA teams, they're going to find you.
So much is on TV. You talked about this before. So much is online. Every game is seen. Every player is talking about it.
Yeah, there's no way that you can hide from that kind of exposure. So guys who are looking at teams in the future of where it is that they'd like to play the game, big cities really aren't mattering as much to them anymore.
Tipping off the second half, here's Steve Clifford's 5. Batum teams up with Kid Gilchrist on the perimeter. Marvin Williams is out there with Zeller, and it's Walker in at the 1. Now here's Williams. 4 on the shot clock. The Hornets need to get a shot off here. And it's good. The time running down on the shot clock. Williams has got 6 points.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Walker against Westbrook. Shot from 16. It's rebounded by Kid Gilchrist. Hornets leading by 4. Over in the corner, Batum expanding his range. Another miss by Batum.
Well, no way this is the start they wanted for the second half. Their offense better start getting it going soon. 1 of 4 here is not cutting.
Here's Adams. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Adams has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And I like how he draws the attention on the inside and then a nice little kick out in rhythm for the jumper.
And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. From deep, Walker. Thunder with the rebound. Adams has got rebound number 5 here tonight. And Roberson kicks to Westbrook. Another miss by Westbrook.
And honestly, not real happy with the shot selection on that one.
Yeah, you want your guys to attack with confidence, but that's just a bad look.
Offensive rebound. Shot's good by Williams. Williams has got the lead up to 4 now for the Hornets.
I mean, the guy just flat out competes, incredibly aggressive on the offensive glass and the stick back.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Thunder. Enes Kanter's checked in for the Thunder. Singler comes in for Roberson. Ryan Roberts is checked in for Charlotte. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Here's Singler. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. The Thunder have made 4 free throws from the line and missed 2.
Two shots.
And the first one at the line is good. He's off on the second. Hornets leading by 3. Walker the pass to Williams. Fires at the elbow. Again, the miss by Walker. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Oladipo dishes to Westbrook. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
I still think about the amazing fact that Russell Westbrook came into the NBA as a 2 guard and not a true point. He's becoming one of the most effective distributors in the league.
You talk, Brent, about Westbrook's passing. He draws so much attention with his scoring. He draws multiple defenders.
Well, I think the 2015-16 season showed tremendous amount of maturity in Russell Westbrook's game in being a playmaker for this team. Almost 1/5 of his passes resulted in made baskets. That's easily the best in the league. He's a good shot creator, but his passing step in the right direction.
Bellinelli, he's checked in for the Hornets. And both free throws good for Westbrook.
Well, he's an NBA scoring champion. Westbrook sure has improved his entire offensive repertoire since his days in Westwood.
Now here's Williams. He's got 8. Zeller, a screen on Westbrook. 6 to shoot. Beyond the arc. A nice shot by Roberts. Roberts got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
That one goes in.
Well, able to explode in the paint at will, and a great finisher. Westbrook a terror once he gets in there.
To the right side. Walker in the post, guarded by Oladipo. The pass to Roberts. Dishes it to Walker. Over Oladipo, and it's Walker again missing.
Just not his night so far, guys.
Westbrook kicks to Adams. With a tie. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Well, he's such a big guy, Adams, but he does move quite well, and that helps his ability to get to the free throw line.
And watching Adams go to work out there, he is a bit of an old-school big man in the sense that, Brent, he'll throw his weight around and look to intimidate the other team.
Yeah, Adams willing to take on that role, take the punches, and take the hits for the rest of his team. And it goes along with his great defensive instincts, I think. His activity down low, certainly a big help for this team's defense.
A different look for Oklahoma City. Anthony Morrow's checked in for Victor Oladipo, and it's Payne in for Russell Westbrook. So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Roy Hibbert's checked in for Cody Zeller. Frank Kaminsky comes in for Marvin Williams. Lammy's checked in for Walker. And Sessions subbed in for Brian Roberts. And no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there. And Lamb with the basket on the assist by Bellinelli. And it's 8 points for Lamb.
And really, how about the quick release on that triple there, because he's given up a lot of height in that matchup.
Well, grab your tape measure. He sized him up, realized he had just enough space to get that one off.
Knocked away. Deep 2 from Singler. It's a hand on it, and Cantor able to finish. Cantor's got 7.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those chip-ins are easy to come by. Now here's Sessions. There's the pick. Lamb. Again, the Hornets score.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
Thunder trailing by 5. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, it seems at times that Russell Westbrook can put up a triple-double at will. But he said, everybody thinks that I care about numbers and things like that, but I really don't. I don't think about who shoots, how many times they shoot. That really doesn't matter to me. I just like to win. All that matters is if we win. Kevin?
Thanks, D8, one of the most competitive players in the NBA. Now here's Kaminsky. And Lamb kicks to Sessions. Hibbert with the screen. From downtown. Sessions, no good.
Very lazy defense there, but luckily they got bailed out by the missed shot. He won't miss many of those opportunities.
Good on the shot, and with that, the Charlotte lead is cut down to 3 on the bucket from Morrow. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Bellinelli passes to Lamb. Feeds it to Hibbert. Plays it up and banks it in. Hibbert's got the lead up to 5 now for the Hornets. And here's Payne. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. He kicks it to Cantor. That misses. Would have counted had it gone in. And we've reached the end of the third. Hornets ahead, up by 5. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. Let's take a listen to a recent huddle from Coach Billy Donovan.
We got to now start to anchor down defensively right now, trust each other, and trust the loads. It's not just one-on-one defense, it's together.
A little help from your friends. This is what Billy wants. He wants a lot of communication, wants teamwork. And guys, you were talking during that break. You think his team is listening?
You know, you also have to credit the other team. I always say, you know, they get checks on the 1st and 15th also. I mean, the offensive play calling is having an effect, and let's just see how they respond.
And we're set to start the action up here in the fourth quarter. And if it's anything like the first three, we should be in for a treat. We've got Ilyasova, Payne out there with Russell Westbrook. Then it's Kyle Singler, and it's Collison in at the 5, down low. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder. Now here's Walker. Off target from three-point range.
Yeah, I know the shot's been off just a smidge tonight, but he's contributed in other ways to help his team have the lead in this game so far.
Charlotte leading by 5. Batum dishes to Walker. Pass to Kaminsky. Here's Hibbert. No good on that one. Great D that time from Collison. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Payne kicks to Westbrook. The dish now to Collison. Singler against Kid Gilchrist. Baseline try. Here's Ilyasova.
With the way Ilyasova is able to quickly get a shot up, it throws a lot of the defenders off, and they end up fouling him.
And the first one at the line is good for the Thunder. Enes Kanter's checked in for Collison. Roberson comes in for Kyle Singler. And it's Oladipo in for Payne. Cody Zeller's checked in for the Hornets. Williams comes in for Kaminsky. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe.
Listen, they're still right in this thing. Missing that free throw, though, keeps this a 2-possession deficit.
Williams gets the bucket.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Thunder trailing by 6. Oladipo outside. Here's Westbrook. 18 feet away, and he knocks it down.
Great recognition there from Russell Westbrook. You take away his path to the basket, he can still just rise up and get you from the mid-range.
Now here's Walker. And Kid Gilchrist kicks to Zeller. Pass to Batum. And Kanter pulls it down. Kanter's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Westbrook passes to Kanter. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. And now just a 2-point Hornets lead. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Walker against Westbrook. Zeller dishes to Walker. And Kanter pulls it down. Kanter's got his 8th rebound here tonight. It's Oladipo on the wing. Defended by Batum. Oladipo misses. For Charlotte, they've gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one make. Williams gets the bucket. Thunder trailing by 4. Oladipo outside. There's a screen by Kanter. And Oladipo kicks to Westbrook. Fires from 14. And the rebound goes to the Hornets.
He just doesn't seem to be himself shooting the ball right now, guys. Just looks a tad bit uneasy, and that's affecting the result.
Now here's Walker. Kid Gilchrist sets the pick for Walker. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Williams passes to Batum. His 3-pointers off the mark. The Thunder have gone 2 of 7 from the field in what's been a cold start to the fourth quarter for them. And again, no good by Oklahoma City.
Perfect positioning, and you know he will knock that look down more times than not. Just didn't connect there.
Outside, Kid Gilchrist. To the left wing. Westbrook against Walker. From 17 feet out. Count that one. And now a 6-point Hornets lead. Here's Westbrook. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need the basket.
It's up a three. Westbrook missing again.
And that shot isn't the one they should be taking if they want to make this comeback happen.
Walker's shot is off.
Oh, tough D on the inside.
That's really one of his specialties, altering shots in close.
Outside Westbrook. Back to Cantor. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. And 11 points for Enes Kanter.
Well, as a coachable guy with a very positive attitude, Kanter has to be feeling good on that shot.
Here's Walker. Westbrook with the nice D there. Oklahoma City has gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. The Thunder making a switch here. Adams checked in. Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. They're losing by 4. 41 seconds left in the game. Let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Billy Donovan's huddle with his team. He talked about X's and O's, but he also said, hey, guys, we got to trust each other, stick together, and leave it all out on the floor. See if they've got enough left to get over the top, Kevin.
.41 seconds left in the fourth quarter, and there it is for him.
Oh, that's the shot of the game.
You want to talk about clutch?
I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
Yeah, smart move.
Walker. Good!
And how about the move he made there to come up and get himself clear in the lane for the deuce?
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. They trail by 4. We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth. Westbrook can't get it to go.
And you know, it's almost as if he wore himself out with that performance in the last quarter. He hasn't had nearly the same kind of energy in this one.
Just a tiny lead for him.
And a chance to make it a little bigger right here.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
Taking 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that puts them up by 5. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 6-point ball game.
And those attempts right now at the charity stripe are helping them pull away.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. They're behind by 6. There's 21 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. What's your take, guys?
And they still got a little time to play with, so a 3 and a quick foul would make things interesting.
Definitely. Everything has to happen perfectly just to give them a chance.
There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
And since halftime, he has just been ice cold. Just can't seem to get anything to go his way.
That's his first personal foul. At the line for the Hornets, Kemba Walker. Taking 2 shots.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so he drops them both. It's an 8-point game. Here's Payne.
I think it's safe to say this baby's over.
Yep, way too late for a comeback at this point.
Singler for 3. Rebounded by Kaminsky. Here's Roberts. And so it's Charlotte with the win. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hello again, and now a chance to check out some of the tremendous play tonight from our Jordan Player of the Game. What a vintage performance from the savvy veteran. His full skill set on display, everything was working for him tonight.
As efficient and offensive performance as you're ever going to see, and I mean ever. I don't care where your shots come from. You're not supposed to shoot that high of a percentage. Did he miss? I don't think he missed.
Scoring machine inside. He worked relentlessly carving out position, calling for the ball, and his teammates gave it to him and fed him, and he delivered.
And that's it for tonight. We've got a whole new NBA season ahead of us. For Shaquille O'Neal, for Kenny the Jet Smith, for Kevin Harlan, wherever he might be, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you again very soon.